What's going on, YouTubers? Show here, back at it once again with another video, joined by PhenomSage. How's it going, Phenom?
What's up?
So we
Hi.
just yeah, we just got through watching Microsoft's press conference, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it's probably the best yet out of the three, definitely.
I'd have to think about it. Um I think they had a because Bethesda is like tiny compared to Microsoft.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um I think I think Bethesda had they had Quake and Prey, which were both like insane to
Hmm.
me. Like
Big, ever big announcements.
they were stronger titles to me than anything they had at Microsoft, but Microsoft had they had an overall just really strong lineup of games. So it's difficult for me to say. Like in terms of hype, I would say Bethesda got me more hyped.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Because I'm not very familiar with most of the stuff that they showed, even though
Yeah.
I recognize that most of the titles are shit that people could get really excited about.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I agree with you on that front, I guess, because full disclosure, I don't own an Xbox One or any Xbox console, and I don't play. I don't have a PC. Like I don't play Windows 10 or anything like that either. So
Yeah.
pretty much nothing at this show was for me per se. Um, but I don't know. I feel like for the past few years, Microsoft has repeatedly shown games for the Xbox, and I've just never been interested. Like
Yeah.
I've never felt the hype, but this year I don't know, I've been kind of slowly realizing that like, oh man, I should maybe buy an Xbox One now. Like I don't know. I mean I don't know just yet. Maybe I'll wait for Project Scorpio. We'll obviously jump into that later. I say we just do pros and cons.
Okay, yeah.
So one to me the best part of the show, hands down the best part of the show is just the overall structure. How they were just revealing stuff like just bang 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 like literally right off the bat just showing off a bunch of stuff, gameplay of
Yeah, that
stuff.
was great.
I love that. That to me that was the best part of the show because this press conference is exactly what I want to see out of every press conference. Not like I don't want to see all the same games or anything, but this is the structure that I want for every press conference. It's just showing off game after game,
Absolutely.
showing gameplay of games. Although I didn't really give a crap about Minecraft, but
Yeah,
um,
that's a
yeah, yeah.
con we get
But I
into.
mean, even just the trailers themselves, most of them had like there were CG trailers that had gameplay spliced in, or like what we saw of Recore and everything was kind of like it was a trailer that had gameplay in it, and that's fine. Like as long as we
Yeah.
get gameplay from games, that's what I want to see. Because again, CG trailers, I mean, they do what they need to do, but I get more excited and more hyped about actual gameplay footage. So that's probably my favorite part of the show is just the overall structure. Whether you're talking about games, to me it's Recore. Like that game just stole. I mean, as soon as I saw that, I was like,
Yeah.
wow! Like that game just, oh my goodness! I'm so envious of Xbox players right now. Like I want that game so bad, and that's like it's bothering me. Like it's bothering me that I won't be able to play it.
Yeah.
What about you? Any highlights for you?
I would say that the highlight for me, I need to think about what really left an impression on me. Um, I would say Sea of Thieves was probably a huge highlight for me.
Really?
Yeah, the Sea of Thieves gameplay, I really fucking enjoyed that. I need to scrub through this conference actually and refresh myself on everything that was shown.
I
Because
mean, yeah, it
there
was a
was
long
one.
show too. Like it felt really long, but it didn't get boring ever. That's
It's
again
hard. Oh, I remember. I remember the thing I was really hyped about.
what?
All right, so Sea of Thieves it was really good. That gameplay was awesome.
Yeah.
But the highlight was absolutely for me that fucking indie game, the Happy We Happy Few
Oh
game.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That game looked fucking cool.
And I'm so happy that that is not exclusive for
Yeah.
Xbox. It's a timed exclusive, but I hope it's like a couple months, not like a year, like what Tomb Raider is. Um, but my God, that game looks great. Good Lord,
Yeah,
it
looks
looks like
awesome.
it looks similar to BioShock. You were mentioning that as we were watching the press conference, but
Mhm.
I don't know. Like it's so interesting the drug, like the joy pills that people were
It's
taking.
just a really neat concept. I fucking love that.
Yeah, like it's
It had
really
a really psychological horror vibe to it.
yeah, but the graphics were like so like cartoony, like the art style itself
I
was
love that mesh. I
like almost
love that
Pixar-ish.
mesh.
Like
It's like when you mesh like cartoonish graphics like that with like adult themes and stuff, usually like it has like this really ironic vibe to it and it makes
Yeah,
it even creepier.
like you thinking like kind of like Borderlands with what's going on there, or like it kind of reminds me of
Bioshock.
like yeah,
Yeah.
Bioshock, obviously one of the biggest in that, and Firewatch too. That kind of
Firewatch,
yeah,
yeah.
that kind of reminds me of that similar kind of thing. I'm just curious what kind of gameplay that's going to be. Is it like is it action oriented? Like, are we
It
going to be
looked like just an action-oriented game.
yeah? Like, I'm curious. Like, are we going to be picking up a gun in that game? That's what I'm kind of curious about. Like,
I think you will. I think you're going to be getting a gun and you'll be getting like just melee weapons and shit.
yeah, I mean, we'll see. Well, I mean, I'm excited. That game again, that really intrigued me. Um, I guess we have to talk about it. Xbox S, Xbox One S. What do you think about
Yeah, the
this thing?
Xbox.
Um, are you are
You
you are you surprised?
no, no, there were all the leaks were
Yeah,
came out like way before it,
yeah,
so
that was a joke, by the
it was
way.
expected.
So, I mean, what do you think of this thing? Do you think that this is a necessary thing that we need from Xbox? I mean, I wasn't wowed. I really wasn't. Like, I mean, it looked kind of cool, I guess. It's smaller. I didn't really like the weird kind of like checkered print it had on the top almost. Like, it was almost like it looked silly to me, kind of. Um, I don't know. Like, it just didn't really wow me too much. I mean, aesthetically, it didn't wow me. I don't really know too much about what's under the hood. They didn't really go into too much detail about it. I mean, they just had that one trailer for it, and that's it. I'm surprised. I was really surprised that they didn't, talk a little more in depth about it. And I'm happy that they didn't because that would have kind of drawn, like, it would have gotten a little boring to be honest. But
Wait, which one? Which thing are we talking about right now?
the Xbox One S, like, they
Oh,
didn't.
the just
No
the
one on,
S. Okay.
yeah, no one on stage like really like broke it down and really
Yeah, I'm glad that they didn't spend too much time on it. It was just like a footnote at the beginning, like, here's this, and then they went on to Gears 4.
yeah, and all of those games that they were showing, like benefit from being on Xbox One S. Did they explicitly say that Xbox One S is going to have like better running games?
I don't think so.
You don't. It's just it's an
I think
Xbox.
it's just an Xbox One, but it's slim.
It's slim. Okay. All right. Well, that's. I mean, I don't know. It is for. I mean, if I were to buy an Xbox One, I guess I would get that one. How much was the
I
game?
would
Was it
just
two
wait.
ninety
It
nine?
was it was 299, yeah.
299. Yeah, I think I'll just wait for Project Scorpio, which is the next thing we'll talk about, I guess. Project
Yeah,
Scorpio.
Project Scorpio teased,
What do you think?
really teased like nothing.
Yeah, really.
Although they showed like a really really rough like thing of what it might look like. It looked kind of like all matte black, which I fucking love if that's the case.
Yeah.
That's all consoles and every I just want everything to be matte now.
Yeah, me too.
Fuck gloss.
Yeah, I really don't like the gloss stuff. The fingerprint inducingness is just it's too much. Anyway, um, I think that they showed just enough. I think that they
Of
just
it to tease.
yeah, I think they did.
Do
I
you
would
think do you oh go ahead.
no, I was go ahead.
All right. Do you think that like Sony will do something similar to that? Like they
See,
said they won't be showing anything Neo, but neither did Xbox really. They just teased it like that.
yeah, they said they wouldn't be showing. I don't. It's so easy to read, but like read between the lines, Like when you say
Yeah.
they're not showing it. Like same thing
I
with
feel
like
like
what
Sony
Nintendo
will
said.
say something like that. Will do something like
At
that.
this point, like, damn. I mean, you got to be thinking like, I mean, Sony has to be scratching at their head whether they should show the thing or not, because I mean, regardless of what they showed of Scorpio, I mean, think about the impact that has on the gaming industry right there. Just straight up saying, hey, we have this thing in development, like it's gonna be ready, and having a release date for it too. I mean, it's like it's gonna be that's pretty big. Like that's a big bombshell. I mean, I know they didn't show very much, but industry wise, that's a really big decision that they've had to make to show that thing off. And the fact that Sony's not going to be making, um, plans for the Neo this year is pretty interesting to me. Like, I don't know how they're benefiting from that. Giving Microsoft the spotlight, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I could dip into like Xbox versus PlayStation. I don't want to start doing that, but it's going to be interesting. I'm super excited for Sony's press conference now, just to see how it works with Microsoft and how I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Any other highlights from the show that you think that were standouts? Like anything else that you think worked really well?
I like the Gears gameplay a lot. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed that.
Let's see.
Like I said, it looks really fresh to well, not fresh because you know they've been doing this a long time, but like I've never played Gears, so it just looks super It looks like my kind of game.
Yeah, I see.
I love Uncharted.
I don't know. There's something about Gears, like it's just the overall graphic design, like the characters. I just don't really care for that franchise, but I do understand its appeal. Like I'm not saying it's like a piece of trash or anything.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand it is a good game, and I guess I'm somewhat excited about that, just to see how it fares with whatever. It looks pretty good. Um, other games,
Dead Rising 4.
Dead Rising 4. That was a really good announcement trailer,
It was a
and
really cool trailer.
Frank is back. That's like that was awesome. I think that was Frank, but that was Frank, right?
That yeah, it said Frank. It
Yeah,
had to be.
that's awesome. Like I when it showed him, that was really awesome. Reminded me of Die Hard so much, like just the Christmas theme and everything. Did that get a release date?
I think yeah, holiday 2016 they said.
God, I'm looking at Recore gameplay right now. It looks so fresh. Good God.
Yeah, Recore looks awesome. I
I
would say that like after Sea of Thieves and whatchamacallit, We Happy Few, that's
yeah.
probably like the standout to me.
Yeah, and okay, so I think overall, by again, like with the best part about this conference is just how many games they showed. Like it's
They
still,
rapid fired it.
yeah,
It was really impressive.
and they weren't like scrub games either. They were like really good looking games. They weren't just like
Final Fantasy 15,
that was interesting. That was
that
like I was
overview,
expecting that at
I thought
Sony's
it
press
was good.
conference.
Well, I guess that confirms that it's not showing up at Sony's now.
Guess that leaves room for FF7.
Sony will have Final Fantasy 7 and Kingdom Hearts 3, I imagine, because
Yeah,
those are both. Um, well, not Kingdom Hearts 3, is it? Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 is Sony, right? It's
yeah,
PS4 exclusive.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah,
because they don't have the 2.9 remix. What
yeah, Kingdom Hearts. I'm pretty sure. Let me go look this up.
Yeah. I mean, but all in all, I think that Xbox definitely delivered on a very well. It's a it's a good conference. I think it's one of the best they've had in a couple years. Just the
Oh
amount of.
wait, it is up on
Oh,
Xbox
really?
on Amazon. Yeah,
Wow.
so only Final Fantasy 7 is PS4 exclusive.
We'll see what happens. I think that's a timed exclusive too. We're not even sure about that. They haven't mentioned that at all.
Well, it's they haven't mentioned any release on Xbox.
Yeah. That's
I
true.
don't think it's coming to Xbox. I think it will be. They said um, first on PlayStation 4. I think you'll see it on PC, but then that's
Uh
it.
huh. Yeah. I mean, all in all, I think it was a good show. I think it was a good show. I think they showed just enough, and I think they I don't know if they went above and beyond.
Yeah,
But another game that I'm gonna point out is Scalebound. I know you were. I didn't really like it, to be honest. There's something about it.
I really like the gameplay.
the game doesn't look bad at all, but I don't know. There's like I hate the protagonist. Like I hate him so much. I think that's kind of stupid, to be honest. But I don't know. I mean it's kind of hard to judge a whole game by just one little gameplay demo. Um, but I'm still excited about it. I'm really excited about that game. I love the direction it's going. I don't really care for the protagonist, and it's an RPG, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I think like an action RPG.
yeah. It looks like kind of like I don't know. It's kind of hard to put a genre in that game. It almost looks like hack and slashy, but then it kind of looks like I don't know, like almost I don't know. It's hard to describe it. Anyway, I think we're done here. I'm going to give this
Wait,
what
wait.
what Forza.
Is there any? Yeah, that Horizons gameplay looked alright, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of. There's like one more thing. Oh yeah, the Halo Wars 2 trailer was
That was a yeah, that was
it
a
was good.
it was a great cinematic.
It was good.
It was a great trailer. I don't really care for that game, but I have to acknowledge like that's a big reveal there. Like that is a really big reveal. I think that's gonna definitely. I mean, it just bolsters up their show. The amount of
Yeah, it was great.
yeah, and the other what's that other zombie game that they showed? The one that you
State of Decay 2, yeah.
yeah, I've never even played the first one.
Me either, but like I could tell it was State of Decay.
I had like left. Is it Left for Dead 3? Like I was thinking that for a second. I was like, that would
Ah,
be,
yeah,
but
that was like hopeful.
yeah, that would be a
That was
showstopper right there.
dream time.
Yeah, that would be like a showstopper. I doubt we'll see that ever, to be honest.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's just about it. I'm gonna put a number on this thing. So we are at 3.5 with EA. We are at 8 out of 10 with Bethesda. I'm gonna give this one an 8.5 out of 10. I think that this is so far the best show. I think they showed a lot of games, a lot of good-looking games. They showed off the Xbox One S, which looks pretty cool, and they teased Scorpio very, very well. They didn't show too much. They're not like pushing it in people's faces. They're still it. I don't know. It looks cool. Obviously I can go more in depth. I really want to talk more about Scorpio. That's gonna have to be another
Yeah,
discussion there because
yeah.
that's wow. So yeah, that's my analysis of the show. What would you get this thing on a scale of 1 to 10?
I was thinking 8.5 like you were, but then I looked back on it and on a personal hype level, I would probably give it a 7 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah.
But
I
that
think I
Sea of
would give it
Thieves, man. That Sea of that
I see
multiplayer
if
looked
these
great.
looked cool. I
Like
know.
I
But
want to
like
party up with you and play that game. Like that would be so much
yeah,
fun.
that looks odd. Like I can't wait for that. But just on a personal the titles they showed were good. Like on a technical level, I like if I wasn't putting like my own personal bias on what I think of the games, I'd probably give it like an 8 or an 8.5 like you, but um
See, that's what I'm. That's exactly what. If I had, I would give it a 6 if I wasn't putting because I don't own an Xbox. Like I'm not gonna be able to play any of these games except
yeah,
like a
like
couple of them. Like, but I'm not gonna be able to play Sea of Thieves or. And I don't even plan on buying an Xbox. So if I put biased on it, I really don't care about this conference at all. But I have to look at it as just a gaming industry wise. I mean, what it's doing, and just E3 as a whole. I think it's a really good show.
the pacing was good for the most part. Like it had that slow part with Minecraft
Yeah, they have to do
and
that. I mean, they own that thing. I mean, it's like technically it's like Microsoft's most profitable you know game. So
yeah, but I don't know. There was just something about it that I would say like didn't get me as excited as Bethesda's for the most part.
yeah,
I think it was the length. I think it was the length of the
it was a
conference.
little long. It
It
went
was a
on a
little
little
bit long.
long. Yeah,
Little bit long.
but that's yeah. Again, that's what I mean. Like I okay. If they just took out that Minecraft, then I think it would be the perfect length. If they just took out all that Minecraft.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
I can agree with that.
I have to ask you one more question.
Yeah.
How do you think this is going to stack up when it comes to Sony? Do you think that Sony's
Oh,
still gonna
I'm like holding out all stops. I think Sony is going to be like 9 or 10.
really okay?
I'm praying, dude.
Watch like
Sony gave us the conference of dreams last year.
they're gonna have that man. They have a lot of pressure on them because I mean, regardless of what you think,
They're the
Xbox.
only ones showing their conference in theaters.
That's true. I mean, they must have something big going on.
Yeah, like it doesn't that just makes sense to me that
Yeah,
like they always have something.
yeah. And man, I can't. Why aren't these conferences closing with game reveals? Like, I like the last thing to be shown is a game. Like, all right, guys, thank you very much for watching, and here's one more game for you guys, one more big surprise. See you guys
Yeah,
later. Like,
only Sony does that.
yeah, oh my god, I love that. Like when especially when you show something really big, like they could have easily put
You
one of these
need
game
like a
reveals.
one last thing. You
Yeah,
need a one last thing.
just to like I don't know, like it just puts the cherry on top of the conference in my opinion. They could have saved maybe Halo Wars for the end. Like I mean,
Halo Wars,
it wouldn't have been
yeah,
like amazing, but it
or
would have
Dead
got
Rising.
yeah, or Dead Rising. Yeah, that would have been a good one too. Um, so yeah, all in all, pretty good conference. I think it's the best we've seen yet. Matt thinks that Bethesda's still the best, which isn't. That's arguably if you have,
Just by a little bit.
yeah.
I'm not saying like Microsoft was shit. Like they were good.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see Sony. What if Ubisoft just comes out of nowhere and they have the best conference? Like they show
I
like amazing.
2012 was when they had the best conference that year, but in
I
my opinion,
doubt it. I think it'll be better than. It has a chance of being
I
better than
don't think it
EA.
will I don't think it will be the best though. I think it'll settle in the middle of EA and Bethesda.
Oh, I think
Or no, in the middle of EA and Microsoft.
yeah, I think it has a chance of. I think it has a chance of creeping up on Bethesda for me. I don't know. It just depends what they're doing. Anyway, I know you disagree with me on that.
No, it's okay. It's all good.
All right, I think that's just about it. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for joining me, PhenomSage, Matthew. It was a fun time, and yeah, I think we're, like Ubisoft starts what in an hour?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like an hour and a
yeah,
half.
just about. All right, well, see you guys then.
See you guys then.